What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Leizel. So for today's video, we are going to be talking all things feminine hygiene. Now, when I refer to feminine hygiene, I'm talking about the routine of steps that I personally like to do when it comes to maintaining my standard of personal care and cleanliness. I've noticed lately that these kind of videos are popular here in the beauty community, so I figured that I would give you guys my 2 cents on the topic. So I'm basically going to be giving you guys a rundown on my routine of what I do when it comes to hygiene, and also sharing with you guys the products that I use, as well as some personal tips and tricks that I like to do when it comes to staying clean, looking fresh, and smelling and feeling fresh. So if that's the kind of thing that you're interested in, keep on watching, and if you do enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like it before you leave it, and if you're new, you know what to do. Join the crew by hitting the little red subscribe button down below and click the bell as well so you don't miss any more videos that I post. And with that being said, let's get into it. So as I mentioned, I'm pretty much going to be going through the steps of what I guess you could call my personal hygiene routine. So I have a bunch of products that I use when it comes to that. And I am going to be covering what I do when it comes to showering, body skin care, oral care, a little bit of hair care, and also care down there. So when it comes to showering, I do prefer to shower in the evening, and that is because I feel like it is very important to wash off all the dirt that you accumulate throughout the day, going outside, being in pollution, sweatiness, oils, all that kind of stuff. I feel like it is very important to wash that off and cleanse your body of that before you go lay down in bed. You don't want to be laying in that stuff while you're sleeping. So first things first, before I hop into the shower, I do actually like to dry body brush. This is something I only do typically once, sometimes twice a week. So essentially the way that I do this is I run this like over my body, and I always do long strokes towards the heart. You always want to do the strokes towards your heart. And in terms of the benefits of this, of course it is skin exfoliation, but the other benefits include that it is great for blood circulation, reducing the look of cellulite, and also improving the overall look of your skin's texture and elasticity. I feel like doing this really does help my skin look super radiant and glowy as well. And it's just one of those extra little steps that I like to throw into my routine that keeps me looking and feeling soft, because I love having soft skin. It's one thing like when your man compliments you and tells you that your skin is so soft. Let me tell you, I love hearing that from my man. But even just for myself, I like having soft skin for myself. So that is why I recommend dry body brushing for everybody. Now jumping into the shower in terms of body wash, this is my ride or die. This is one that I've used for years, let me tell you, years. So this is the Luxe body wash in the scent Magical Spell. They do have other scents in their range, but this one is the one that really resonates with me the most. I love the scent of it. I feel like the scent of it lasts really well on my skin, and I just feel like I'm very much a scent motivated person. I love smells, I love scents around me. I love not only my space to smell good, but I like to smell good as well. So getting into the shower and washing my body with this is just such a good experience for me. The scent of this, you guys, it is just, oh, it smells so good. I love the scent of this. And then of course I do like to go in with a loofah, and that is why I love using a body wash or body gels, because it's really easy to just take a little bit to the loofah and scrub your body with this. I can't just go in with the body wash to the palm of my hands and then rub my body with it. I really need to get in there and foam it up with a loofah, so that is why I like using loofahs. And then when it comes to full body exfoliations, I personally don't like to go in with any type of scrub. I like to just do it old school and go in with exfoliating gloves. So I basically take these gloves and I take a little bit of body wash, and I'll just go ahead and go to town and scrub my entire body. I try to do this at least once, maybe twice a week. And let me tell you, you think you're clean, but when you scrub your body, the amount of dirt and like just dead skin that comes off, it's crazy. As opposed to using a body scrub, I really just prefer to go in with my body wash and exfoliating gloves. I feel like I have more control in terms of like applying pressure to really get in there and scrub properly. And again, I just feel like there's no better feeling than feeling like your skin is all nice and fresh and smooth. And that's exactly what you get out of exfoliating your body with exfoliating gloves. When it comes to hair care, I'm just going to be quickly covering what shampoo and conditioner I use because I feel like hair care is a whole another topic itself. For my shampoo, I use this one from NAK Hair or NAK Hair Australia. I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce the brand, but this is their volume shampoo. I've been using this for years, and I feel like this works really well in terms of cleansing my scalp as well as giving my hair that voluminous look that you guys know I love. If you find that your hair gets oily very quickly, which mine does, I do have a naturally oily skin type, which means that my hair does oil up pretty quickly. This one is really great and it is specified for oily hair types. And it's also great because it does not include any nasty chemicals like sulfates and parabens. So that's what I like to use for shampoo. Now onto conditioner, I actually use the Macadamia Natural Oil Deep Repair Mask. And I know you guys are thinking like, that is a hair mask, like that's not conditioner. I do get questions from a lot of people being like, how does your hair grow so quickly? How does it look so healthy? And how do you keep it looking shiny? I put it down to this product right here. Now in terms of washing my hair, I try to wash my hair every second, mainly every third day. Washing your hair every single day is not good for your hair and also not good for your scalp because you are stripping it of its natural oils, and our hair does need that to maintain it and also to keep it looking healthy and growing long and strong. So yes, those are what I do in terms of hair care and hair maintenance. Now moving on to taking care of your intimate area, I've noticed that this is a controversial topic between a lot of women, particularly because some people believe that it's important to not use anything down there, and then we have other people who are using this, that and the third as like body lotions, sprays, soaps, all of that to try and maintain your intimate area, make it look good, smell good, taste good, all of that. But my view on the topic is that I think it's more important to keep products that you are applying to that area to a minimum. I think it more so depends on what we are taking internally in terms of whether we're eating properly, whether we're staying hydrated enough. It also comes down to what type of underwear you wear. So there's many different ways to look at it. As I said, I personally like to keep things to a minimum. I'm not going in with sprays or lotions or anything like that, but I do like to go in with this. So this is the FemFresh Intimate Hygiene Daily Wash. Now this says that it is suitable for everyday care. It is a soap-free gel with a pH balanced formula for the intimate area, and that it is dermatologically and gynecologically tested. I have personally been using this for years, like since I was a teenager. It's funny because I once had a guy say that women use this stuff if their area down there smells bad. No, first of all, it ain't about that. It's all about maintaining pH levels. I don't think going in with any type of specific fragranced spray or soap is going to be good for that area, let me tell you. And in saying that, this is not something that you want to be putting inside of you. It is not something that you are going to be scrubbing inside with. It is only to use on the outside. So that is how I personally use it. I also want to mention that if you do experience that you are having any unusual colored discharge, or you find that discharge smells a certain way, or if you're experiencing any pain down there, my recommendation is to go to your doctor or go to your gynecologist and speak to them about that. Other tips that I would have are to wear cotton underwear. Just like our underarms, our intimate areas are prone to sweating. Don't get me wrong, sexy satin lingerie looks nice and feels good to wear, but it is not something you want to wear on the regular for every day, because it is eventually going to irritate the area and also make you more prone to sweating, which isn't going to be good with producing scents in that area. So I recommend wearing cotton underwear for everyday wear. I personally prefer to wear G-strings. I just find them more comfortable and they are all cotton material. Another recommendation that I have is when you're going to sleep at night, try to avoid wearing any underwear at all. That just lets your intimate area breathe, which in turn is going to be good for you in terms of looking, smelling, and feeling clean in that area. Another thing that I wanted to mention that I feel like not everybody talks about are baby wipes. So you're probably wondering, like, what are you gonna do with baby wipes? Basically, I don't know if this is TMI, but I feel like it's important to share. I use baby wipes in the bathroom. I know this is not part of my shower routine, but I feel like this is important for maintaining freshness. So I know this may be a bit of a funny topic to talk about, but of course we all use toilet paper. I do also like to go in with baby wipes. I mean, we use baby wipes for babies, so why would we not use it for ourselves? I'll never forget when I heard this story like on a talk show or some like radio breakfast show, and they were kind of describing it as like, if a bird poops on you, right? You're not just gonna go and wipe it off with a dry tissue. You want to go and wipe it off with a wet wipe, or even go ahead and wash your whole arm. Same thing goes for this. You want to use baby wipes. I know in Filipino culture we have something called atabo, which is basically a bucket of water that we use to wash ourselves and cleanse ourselves after we have used the restroom. But yes, I do buy baby wipes for that sole reason. Next up, I'm going to be talking about hair removal. Now again, this is a topic that is personal for everybody. Some people like to keep hair, some people like to remove it. For my own personal preference, I like to remove my hair, and my first recommendation is laser hair removal. Let me tell you guys, laser hair removal makes everything that much easier and low maintenance for yourself. You don't have to struggle with shaving, waxing, waiting for your hair to grow in order to get it waxed, razor bumps, ingrown hairs. All of that is taken away with laser hair removal. Now it is an investment, but I feel like for the long run, once you get it done, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But of course, before I got that done, I did shave. I did get waxing done. I've tried everything. And I feel like after getting laser hair removal, I definitely have experienced not having to worry too much about scents that come from your intimate area or your underarms in terms of sweating, because naturally with hair follicles in that area and sweat, and then the hair in that area retaining that, naturally we are of course going to exude our own personal odors or pheromones, and that's completely normal. There is nothing wrong with that. However, as I mentioned before getting laser hair removal, I definitely did do the good old waxing, shaving, so I do have my recommendations for that. So in terms of shaving, I'm really basic, just use these ones. These are really cheap, super inexpensive from Bic. These are the Soleil Twilight shavers with 3 blades, nothing too crazy. I'm not all about the go and get the men's razors that have the 5 blades and the close shave. I just, whatever I can use, I use. If you are shaving on the regular, you could probably use one of these a week or two and then change them out, and it won't hurt your pocket because they're not too expensive at all. And in terms of shaving cream and getting a close shave, this is the one that I definitely recommend. This is the Gilette Satin Care Sensitive Skin Shave Gel with aloe vera. I definitely used to be the type of person that was like, I don't need shaving cream, I can just use like conditioner or lather up my soap. But when I tell you this makes a difference in terms of getting a closer shave, this is my recommendation. So in terms of shaving, I like this combo right here. So that is pretty much everything that I like to do in the shower. Once I'm done and I've dried myself off, the very first thing I like to go in with is a body oil. Now this is the Neutrogena body oil. It's their light sesame formula. I love this stuff, totally recommend it. If you are the type of person that does not like to moisturize after you shower, try this stuff because it's super lightweight and it soaks into your skin really easily. I don't know how to describe the scent of this, but it kind of reminds me of like baby oil and gardenias. So it has a really nice light scent to it, and as I mentioned, it does feel very lightweight on the skin and it does soak in very nicely as well, and it just gives you that overall glow. Applying this, especially after you've had a good exfoliation session in the shower, amazing. Your skin will feel baby smooth. It is very important to moisturize after every shower. I feel like that is when your pores and your skin is the most open and ready to absorb whatever you apply to it, which is why I recommend going in with an oil first thing after you jump out of the shower. It's just going to leave your skin feeling nice and soft and supple and hydrated and moisturized. And if you're a little bit extra like I am, particularly because it is winter here at the moment, but I still do this in the summer as well, I like to go in with a moisturizer. I do recommend applying an oil first because that is going to sink and penetrate into the skin easier than if you go in with a moisturizer and an oil on top. So oil first and then moisturizer to kind of seal it in. So this is the Nivea Rich Nourishing Body Lotion with 48-hour intense moisturizing care. I have used this for years and it is the best body lotion. Super inexpensive, easily accessible. You can find this everywhere. It has a really nice simple scent to it as well, and I feel like it's the only thing that works in terms of keeping my skin hydrated all day long, and it's just an overall great product in terms of keeping your skin looking and feeling moisturized. If you suffer from dry, ashy like knees, elbows, ankles, this stuff will definitely help with that. So yeah, this is probably my favorite part of my shower hygiene routine, is once I get out applying my oils and moisturizers all over my body. Best feeling ever. I love it. I know some people really hate the feeling of like sticky moisturizers on their skin. I used to be that kind of person a few years ago, but let me tell you, it is so relaxing, feels really nourishing, and it's definitely something that you can get used to over time, and that will benefit your skin as well because you are keeping your skin hydrated. So yes, definitely recommend this combo. But after that we move on to oral care, which if you guys have followed me for a while, you know that this is something that I'm very passionate about. For those of you who are new here, I did actually have braces for 3-ish years, and teeth maintenance and care is something that I have spoken highly of throughout my whole braces journey. Teeth are something that we need to take care of. We only have one set of them. After we've lost our baby teeth, we've only got one set of teeth. Of course, you can go ahead and get implants and all that, but that stuff's really expensive. So if you can save yourself the money and just take care of what you have while you have it, it is going to benefit you immensely. So in terms of teeth care, first things first, this isn't necessary, but this is something that I have from my whole braces treatment, and I still actually use it to this day. So this is a water pick or a water flosser for your teeth. Of course, you can use like regular dental floss, which I do use as well, but nothing quite gets that deep clean like a water pick does. This fills up with water and you just go to town and blast all in between your teeth, and let me tell you, you might think your teeth are clean, but when you go in with a water pick, the stuff that comes out, you'll be amazed and you'll just think to yourself like, wow, I really let that stay in there. So yeah, highly recommend this. And I just recommend flossing in general. Flossing is very important when it comes to the maintenance of not only our teeth, but our mouth and gums in general. If you find that you are experiencing bad breath, which I know is something that a lot of people struggle with, and it's nothing to be ashamed of, it just generally means that either we have some type of underlying health condition or we just need to be taking better care of our mouth. My recommendation would be to go to your doctor or your dentist and speak to them about that. If you've ever noticed that when you either floss or brush your teeth, your gums bleed, there could be a chance that you have gingivitis, but there's nothing crazy about that. That's definitely curable. And if you didn't know, gingivitis is a disease of the gums where they tend to become inflamed and get very sensitive when you brush your teeth, which in turn can lead to bleeding, and of course bleeding within the gums can lead to bad breath. So yes, my recommendation is that flossing is very important to combat gingivitis. But speaking of teeth brushing, what I like to use for that is this combo right here. So I have an Oral-B electric toothbrush. This one specifically runs for 2 minutes, so I kind of just turn it on and focus it on each quadrant of my mouth, and then it kind of buzzes to let me know that it's been 2 minutes, which I think is really helpful in terms of making sure that you are brushing your teeth adequately. Another reason why I love electric toothbrushes, specifically this one, is because of the fact that you can really get to the back of your teeth. You know, the very back of your mouth, behind those teeth. It is very common for food to get caught there, build up, and then potentially build plaque. And in terms of toothpaste, this is the Colgate Optic White Express Whiter Teeth in 3 days. I've been using this for years. I used it throughout my whole braces treatment, and I do believe that this is the whole reason as to how I was able to maintain the whiteness of my teeth while I had braces on. Another thing for that I like to use, this Listerine mouthwash. I actually have 2 mouthwashes that I use, so both from Listerine. This one is specifically for whitening. This one is just an overall mouthwash. So we'll start with this one. So this one is great because it is specifically meant for killing germs that cause bad breath and plaque. This one though, burns, like it burns your mouth. It's definitely something to get used to, but I really do find that this helps with maintaining the freshness in my mouth. However, I did recently start using their whitening mouthwash, and this one is lemon and salt flavored, so it doesn't burn like the regular one does. I feel like this again is great for maintaining whiteness in your teeth, but when I want to go in with some type of like antibacterial, I like to use this. I do like to use this in the mornings when I wake up. After I've taken my retainer out, I'll just take a shot of this, rinse my mouth out with it before I go ahead and have my breakfast, which moves on to my next thing, which is this Polygen. This is for dentures, but because I do wear a retainer every single night while I sleep, this is very important for me. Now, if you are like me and you wear a retainer, you know that it's gross when you take it out in the morning, like it's disgusting. So I like to do a deep clean of my retainers once or twice a week. Of course, I do brush them with toothpaste and all of that with a regular toothbrush to make sure that they're nice and clean. But yes, as I said, this is for dentures, but it is really great when it comes to keeping your retainers nice and clean and fresh and killing any bacteria on them. Because let me tell you guys, if you are not cleaning your retainers, if you're not scrubbing them, if you're not going over them with whether it be toothpaste, mouthwash, something to clean them, plaque can build up on your retainers, and we don't want that happening. So yeah, I highly recommend this for my retainer wearers out there. And then in terms of whitening, I do get a lot of questions about how I personally whiten my teeth. I just like to use these. So these are the Oral-B 3D white strips, and I know that Crest whitening strips are a great product to use as well. However, those are not readily available here, but I would not recommend ordering Crest whitening strips from online if you don't have a reliable source, because there are a lot of fakes of those being made. So I just go the safer route and buy these from Chemist Warehouse. I typically like to purchase them when they are on sale, and I feel like these do a great job in terms of maintaining the whiteness of my teeth. I almost forgot to mention deodorant. Now, I personally don't use a regular deodorant. I use this. Now, this is a crystal deodorant. I know you guys are probably looking at it thinking, what the heck? Because yes, it's basically a rock. What you do with it is you wet it under the tap a little bit and just go ahead and apply it to your underarms. And I'm telling you guys, I don't really sweat, and if I do sweat, it doesn't smell. This is the only thing that I've used that just makes me not smell. I feel like if I use like a regular roll-on deodorant, any type of antiperspirant, they do work, but they leave me with a weird feeling under there, and I really have to scrub it to get them off at the end of the day. Or when I do sweat, it mixes with the deodorant and it just does not smell pleasant. So I find that I just don't smell with this stuff, and this is a more natural product to use on the skin. There is in fact no aluminum, no alcohol, it's fragrance free, hypoallergenic, it doesn't stain on your clothing, and they don't test on animals, and it is 100% natural. Now, I personally feel like putting like a roll-on deodorant or any type of stick deodorant to your underarms while you're sleeping probably isn't the best. Those things actually have a lot of chemicals in them that research has shown can lead to breast cancer, which is why I opt to go for a more natural product in that area, because it is obviously close to your breasts. I apply this in the evenings after I've showered, and I also apply it in the morning when I'm getting ready for my day. Highly recommend this stuff. I don't know exactly where this brand is available from, like overseas. I pick mine up from Chemist Warehouse. I'd recommend going to like a chemist to see if they have any more natural alternatives, or even Googling online for a crystal deodorant, because that is what this is. So there we have you guys. That is my whole personal hygiene and self-maintenance routine. I know it may seem like it is a little bit extra and extensive. However, I've been doing this for so long that it doesn't feel like it takes up much of my time at all. And to be honest, showering at the end of the day and just getting myself nice and clean and ready for bed is something that makes me feel good on the inside and also the outside as well. Other personal tips that I have to recommend when it comes to maintaining your personal hygiene are, of course, to, as I said, for maintaining care down there, is to wear cotton underwear or wear no underwear while you go to sleep. I also recommend to wear fresh pajamas, because it's like wearing the same clothes every day. We wouldn't do that. So wearing fresh pajamas while you're sleeping at night is very important as well. just as is changing your sheets on the regular. It is very important to change your bed sheets regularly. I personally like to change mine every single week. You could stretch it out to 2 weeks, but I feel like every week is personally what I like to do, because if you think about it, when we are laying in our beds for however long it is that you do sleep every single night, we are laying in our own sweat, our own oils, dead skin that is naturally shedding off our body, that is going all into our bed. And if you are not regularly washing your sheets, then that is naturally going to affect your personal hygiene and odor. So washing your sheets on the regular is very, very important. And of course, it also, as I mentioned, comes down to what we are taking into our body in terms of what we are eating and what we are drinking. And it's little things like that, like making sure that you are drinking enough water in the day and eating wholesome food, because food does really affect the natural odor that we give off as well. So yeah, those are a few little tips that I have for you guys when it comes to maintaining personal hygiene. If you have any tips that you want to share, I would love for you to comment down below and share them with all of us as well. And with that being said, that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, like it before you leave it, and if you're still here at the end watching and you are not yet subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit the little red button down below before you go and click the bell as well, so you stay updated with all the videos that I post. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys in the comments, and I shall see you all in my next video.
Check my test, my breath right quick. He ain't never seen it in a dress like this. He ain't never even been impressed like this. Probably why I got him quiet on the set like this. Like it, love it, need it, bad, take it, own it, steal it, fast. What's up, playing, grab my